I'm about to settle the debate once and for all. Google Lens versus AI for thrifted and garage sale find lookups to sell to make a profit on eBay. I have tested both methods hundreds of times, and I've lost money by not picking up an item because I used the wrong tool at the wrong time. And having done this over and over, I've discovered a framework for when using each tool gives the best results. What you're about to learn will save you the costly mistakes that I made. Today, I'm going to show you the real difference between using Google Lens and AI for looking up thrifted and garage sale items to sell for a good profit on eBay. And it's not what you think. The reason this matters is because I myself have made these mistakes, and I know that a lot of you and a lot of beginning resellers make the same expensive mistakes over and over. Using the wrong tool for the situation and either missing opportunities or buying expensive junk that just won't sell. You might think that it's just about which app is faster or more accurate, but the real question is, which tool do I trust when money is on the line? And while these technologies are fairly new, most of the advice you'll hear would be to use Google Lens for quick identification and use AI for better analysis. So just use both. But here's what they're not telling you. Using the wrong tool at the wrong time can cost you hundreds of dollars in missed opportunities or bad purchases. And while I've only recently started making videos sharing how I do this, I've used this process for hundreds of items. And I started tracking which tools give better results in different scenarios and identified the exact decision that maximizes our sourcing success rate. Now, this means that I am picking up a lot less items, but I'm also picking up items that I wouldn't normally have picked up before because I didn't know enough about them. Today, I'm going to break down exactly what each tool does well and where it fails. Show you real examples of where choosing the wrong item can cost you money, and give you a complete decision tree for knowing which tool to use in each sourcing situation. Google Lens is essentially a visual search engine. It takes whatever it sees in the image and it searches it against Google's image database. It is incredibly fast, and it is great at identifying common products, but it has specific limitations that can mislead sourcing decisions. Here's what Google Lens excels at: identifying products with clear branding, finding exact model numbers, and quickly pulling up shopping results. But here's where it fails: vintage items, or one-of-a-kind items that have no images in the database, items that are damaged or have condition issues, understanding market context, and distinguishing between valuable and worthless versions of similar items. For example, I took a picture of these Russ troll dolls at a garage sale. It identified this group of troll dolls and pulled up lots that are up for sale currently. And in this scenario, the information that it misses is it doesn't identify each one individually. It doesn't take into account condition issues, and it might lead me to believe that I could get anywhere from $30 to $100+ for this lot of troll dolls. It doesn't give me what is actually sold or any kind of sell-through rate to let me know if this is something that would sit for a long time or sell quickly. Google Lens is like having a really fast employee that can identify products immediately, but has no judgment to let you know if they're worth buying or not. It gives you a great jumping off point, but that deeper dive to let you know whether this is an item that would sell quickly or sell for a lot of money or recognize condition issues, it's just not there. I love Google Lens, and it makes it perfect for quick identification, but it can be dangerous if you're using that for purchase decisions without additional deeper analysis. And that speed advantage is real. But here's where Google Lens hits a wall that AI absolutely demolishes. AI doesn't just identify the item. It analyzes it within market context, considers multiple factors simultaneously, and provides reasoned recommendations based on current market conditions. It's like having an expert consultant who thinks through every angle. With the right prompting, I could drop in the same image of this group of troll dolls and AI will single out each and every one, and depending on the prompts that I give it, will search the brand, the condition, the prices, the sell-through rate, how many have sold, and if it's worth picking up to resell, amongst other things. Here's what AI excels at that Google Lens just can't even touch. Understanding market trends, analyzing competition levels, how many are up versus how many have sold, considering seasonal factors, evaluating the condition and how it impacts the value. It provides context for the item that you're wanting to pick up and resell. When I show AI this grainy image of an earphone speaker, it doesn't just tell me that it's a Bluetooth speaker or show me every single model that earphone makes. It shows me recent eBay sales, price points depending on condition issues, sell-through rate, and if this is worth picking up at a certain price point. And with these troll dolls, it can give me tips for how to list them, if I should list them individually or bundle them, any kind of prep that I might need to do to make them sell faster. And it tells me that I should only pick them up again if I see them for 50 cents to $1 because of their condition issue. And that even with that condition issue, if I lot them up, I might still be able to make a little bit of profit, even if it isn't as much as some of the vintage troll dolls that are in excellent condition can bring. AI is like upgrading from a product catalog to a business consultant. It doesn't just answer, what is this and what is it selling for? It answers, should I buy this and why? And this can prevent expensive, costly mistakes that can come when you have identification without the understanding of the reselling potential. And while that depth is powerful, there is a trade-off that can affect real-world sourcing when you're at garage sales and thrift stores. When you're out sourcing at garage sales and thrift stores to find things quick that you can buy cheap, that you can sell online, timing matters. Thrift stores can get picked over really quickly, especially if you live in areas that have a lot of other resellers. Garage sales have multiple buyers competing for a lot of the same items. But speed without accuracy can get expensive. But accuracy without speed can mean missed opportunities. So what to do? Google Lens can give you answers in 3 to 5 seconds, but might miss crucial details. AI can take 15 to 30 seconds, but gives you a deeper analysis of the items you're thinking of buying. At a busy garage sale with a lot of other people that are competing for the same items, Google Lens can help you quickly eliminate obvious junk and identify potential winners. But for those potential winners, you need that AI analysis before making that purchasing decision. I've lost money both ways, buying something too fast based on Google Lens alone, and missing deals because I was waiting on analysis. The key insight is that speed versus accuracy serve different purposes when you're out at garage sales and thrift stores and you're sourcing for items to sell on eBay. Google Lens is for that initial screening. AI is great for those final purchasing decisions. Using the wrong tool in the wrong stage of the process is where people can lose money. And understanding this speed versus accuracy trade-off is crucial, but there's a hidden cost that a lot of people completely overlook. Both tools appear to be free, but they have hidden costs that can affect your profitability. Google Lens can cost you in missed analysis, thinking that something is worth buying because you see a lot of items up that are selling for a really good price. But you're not getting to see that there's a lot of inventory up there, but a lot is not selling, or the condition doesn't match, and you end up buying something that isn't going to sell or is going to take a really long time to sell. While AI can cost you in the time and missed opportunities. While you're trying to figure out if something is worth buying, somebody else might come and buy it out from under you. And depending on the version of AI that you're using, there can be subscription fees. Understanding these real economics can take your reselling business from a hobby into something where you're really making good money finding items to sell. And while I know many of you are part-time resellers, making that one shift in the way you think about your hobby, side hustle, or business can mean the difference between frustration and profit. Google Lens hidden costs, false confidence leading to bad purchases, missed opportunities due to incomplete analysis, and time wasted on items that seem valuable but aren't. AI's hidden costs, slower decision-making in competitive environments, potential subscription cost for advanced features, and analysis paralysis from way too much information sometimes. Based on Google's image search, I would have spent money on these troll dolls that they identified as really valuable, but didn't take into consideration the condition issues. And AI immediately flagged these as something that might not be worth selling, and giving me lots of analysis as far as why or why not. Meanwhile, I might have passed on this Omron TENS therapy device. I almost completely overlooked it, but when I took a photo of all of these different items and put it into AI and asked it to identify each item in the picture and give me the price point. Is it worth selling? What's the sell-through rate? What is this item? At what price point should I pick it up? It was able to go through each item in the picture, create a chart, and let me know which items were worth picking up. And I knew nothing about this. It was something that I would have probably walked past. And doing a Google image search of the item after the fact, it pulled up multiple different varieties of the item and showed me where they were selling new a lot of the times, at places like Walmart and Amazon, which doesn't really give me a good analysis as far as whether this is something that would resell for me on eBay. The cheapest tool is the one that makes you the most money, not the one that just costs less upfront. For me, a $20 a month AI subscription is completely worth it if it prevents just one $50 mistake or identifies one missed $100 opportunity a month. I almost walked past this TENS unit because I didn't know what it was. But when I took an image of all of those different items, it was able to tell me immediately that this is something that I could make anywhere from $30 to $50 in profit from. And it's something that I would have not even noticed. Because what I'm usually looking for are vintage items and jewelry, and I have my eye trained in one direction. And being able to take a photo of all of those different items and have AI list out the different options that were there in front of me that I just was not seeing was invaluable. Now you understand the true costs, but here's where it gets really powerful. Combining both tools strategically. The real sourcing advantage comes from using both tools in sequence, each one playing to its strengths. This hybrid approach maximizes that speed and that analysis in the field, giving you the best of both worlds. Here's my hybrid workflow when I'm out at garage sales and thrift stores. Step 1, use Google Lens for rapid screening to eliminate obvious junk and identify potentially profitable items. Step 2, for items that pass the Google Lens filter, use AI for that deeper analysis and purchasing decisions. Step 3, for higher value items or items that they're asking a lot for from the garage sale, use AI to double check Google Lens's identification and get market context. Different scenarios need different approaches. Busy environments like crowded thrift stores or garage sales favors Google Lens for the screening. High stakes purchases really require AI's analysis. And if you're looking at something that's an unfamiliar category for you or something that they're asking a high price for, you really need both of those tools working together. I almost bought this Dooney & Burke wallet for $3 because I know that that's a brand that can sell really well. And doing a Google image search on it showed me lots of Dooney & Burke items and really high ticket prices. But when I dropped the same image into AI, I could see that based on its condition issues, it really wasn't going to be that good of a seller, and it might take a really long time to sell, and I wouldn't get that much profit out of it. This hybrid strategy eliminates the weaknesses that each of these tools has on their own, while putting them together amplifies their strengths. You don't have to choose between speed and accuracy. You're using the speed to create opportunities for accuracy. And this systematic approach is what can really take your reselling to another level. Google Lens excels at rapid identification, but lacks market intelligence. AI provides deep analysis, but it's a trade-off for that speed. And timing and the situation can really determine which tool matters most. Hidden costs can make free tools expensive, and my hybrid approach maximizes both speed and profitability. If you implement this decision framework, you won't have to wonder which tool to trust in any sort of sourcing situation. There really isn't a tug of war, a battle of Google Lens versus AI. Sure, there are people that favor one over the other, but if you use this hybrid approach, you'll be maximizing the benefits of both. You'll avoid expensive mistakes from using the wrong tool at the wrong time and getting the wrong information from the wrong place. You'll maximize your sourcing efficiency and learn to pick up things that you might have walked right past. Here's one final strategy that ties everything together. Create a tool decision checklist in your phone. High competition equals Google Lens first. High value item equals AI required. Unfamiliar category, both tools mandatory. And if you want to master specific prompts to ask AI, to make sure you're getting the information you're actually looking for, because it will tell you what you ask. But if you don't know the right questions to ask, then you might not be getting the information you need. And if you're worried about it giving you inaccurate information, there's definitely a way to make sure that the information it's giving you is accurate. So make sure you're subscribed to my channel because I'm going to be going way deeper in depth on how to use this tool to make sure that you're getting accurate information and knowing exactly what kind of prompts to ask so that you're not wasting time getting inaccurate information. And I know we have all heard it before. Resellers are ruining thrift stores and there's nothing good to buy to sell anymore. But I'm telling you, every day, thousands of profitable items are getting passed over because people don't know what to look for or they're using the wrong tool to research the item. And now you have a framework to use both tools strategically. It doesn't have to be Google Lens versus AI. But the question is, how many opportunities will you uncover that others are missing? Make sure if you use this method and you find something amazing that you tag me on Instagram or Facebook or leave a comment on the video because I love seeing how successful everyone can be. I truly believe there is enough out there for all of us to be successful. Happy hunting!